Hi dear student, I will start on our next concept in a D block element chapter. D block element chapter, next concept is catalytical property of D block elements. What is meant by, first before going to that catalytical property, first we have to understand catalyst. What is meant by catalyst? I hope everyone used learn organic chemistry reactions, written catalyst also in your reaction practice and everything. What is the catalyst? That is very important word. This catalyst I will define with taking one example. See here, already we learned that organic reactions CS3, CH2, OH. This ethanol is converted into ethene. This ethanol is converted into ethene. We are used a catalyst as hot H2SO4. We use this H2SO4, right? Here this H2SO4 just act as a catalyst. Now you see here this ethanol converted into ethene. We are using hot H2SO4 is as a catalyst. The catalyst means what? You see here this catalyst is only a substance. It is a substance or chemical compounds which are helps. You see here this catalyst are just helps the reaction. They are helps the reaction, but they do not involved in the reaction. They are not at all involved in the reaction. They are not at all involved in the reaction. They are just helping. They are pushing the reaction. What is the function of this? And also liberated water. Here this catalyst helps for the absorption of this liberated water. This concentrated H2SO4 or hot H2SO4 is just for absorbing this water and forms ethene. Therefore it helps the only reaction, but it does not involve. It does not create any part or major role in the reactions, but it is just helping the reaction. Therefore I will define as a catalyst. Catalyst as a substances. Catalyst is a substances which can helps the reactions, which can helps the any reactions, but it does not involve in the reaction. One more way they are defining catalyst is a substance which alter the rate of reaction. Alter the rate of a reaction. For example, one reaction is there. This reaction taking place with 10 minutes. 10 minutes. This catalyst, if you are adding any catalyst, just I am taking this example only. If this reaction taking with 10 minutes, if you are adding, after adding this catalyst, this reaction is over in only 1 minute. 10 minutes reaction is completed in 1 minute. Therefore, this increase the rate of reaction. Rate of reaction means what? Time taken. Here 10 minutes it will take only 1 minute. Therefore, we are saved 9 minutes. Therefore, catalyst is a substances which can alter the rate of reaction. Sometimes some thermal power plant, the reactions are takes place in 1 into 10 to the power 6 per second. That under 1 lakh per second they are going with very fast reactions. They are uncontrolled reactions. We are controlling these reactions. Means we are decreasing reactions and going to the, it will come to the 1 minute. Means 1 lakh, 10 lakh reactions going with that much of speed. We are controlling. Therefore, we are decrease the rate of reaction. Therefore, one more way we are defining catalyst. Catalyst is either increase the rate of reaction or it may be decrease the rate of reaction. Therefore, catalyst are a substance which alter the rate of reactions, or it may be increase the rate of reaction or decrease the rate of reaction, or which are the substances which helps the reaction, but it does not involve in the any organic reactions. Dear students, I hope everyone know the catalyst meaning right now. Now this is one organic reactions what I taken and I explain. Yes, right. And already in your P block element chapter, that in our second PUC, I think second PUC chapter only, one example is there. 2SO2 converted into 2SO3, 2SO2 converted into 2SO2 converted into SO3 in presence of platinum. Sulfur dioxide converted into sulfur trioxide using as a platinum. This platinum comes in a D block element. D block element. Therefore, this is one of the inorganic reaction catalyst. Next, take any example. Ile. Taking hydrogen is converted into fat. We are taking a catalyst as a nickel. We are taking a catalyst as a nickel. One more best example, Haber's process, ammonia, N2. N2 plus 3H2. N2 plus 3H2 converted into 2NH3. We are using a catalyst as Fe. We are using the catalyst as a Fe. You see all these reactions, we are using D block elements. We are using D block elements. So from this we will tell you one thing, all D block elements, almost all D block elements act as a good catalyst. They are showing catalytical property. I am taken only 3 examples. There are so many reactions are there. They are taking place in presence of a catalyst or D block element. Therefore, these catalytical, why these D block elements? Next question is arising. Now from these seeing we are D block elements are act as a catalyst. Why they are act? Why the D block elements only acting as why they are act as a catalytic? Why? What are the reasons? Why the D block elements shows the catalytical property? Next concept I will go for that. Why these D block elements shows the catalytical? Why these D block elements shows the catalytical property? One thing, dear students, these questions ask 2 marks questions. 2 marks questions. How they are asking? Explain the catalytical property of D block element. Explain the catalytical property of D block element. They are asked previously. They are asked. Okay. There are 2 points I will tell you. Why they are showing catalytical property? First point, they are showing variable oxidation number. They are showing variable oxidation number. Next point, dear student, they are large surface area. Large surface area. You see here, these 2 points are very helpful. Why D blocks why D block elements are showing catalytical property? They are showing catalytical property because of due to they are showing variable oxidation state or oxidation number. Next, they are showing large surface area. Now I will explain one by one. First, variable oxidation number. You see here, already I discussed in my previous video, all D block elements are showing variable oxidation state. Variable oxidation state. You go for the any oxidation. For example, this methanol is converted into ethanoic acid. This ethanol converted into ethanoic acid in the presence of basic KMnO4 or acidic K2Cr2SO. Cr2 and Mn. You see here, these are the catalysts, Cr2SO1 or MnO. These are the D block elements, right? Why they are act as a catalyst? They are act as an oxidizing agent also. They are act as a catalyst. Catalyst means what? Simply I will tell you. In this reaction, this Cr in this Cr7 plus oxidation state, sorry, okay, this 7 plus is converted into Cr5 plus. Here in this reaction, after you go further in higher education, it will come Cr7 plus converted into Cr5 plus. Therefore, it changing their oxidation number. And you see here chromium stable in +7 and +5 oxidation state also. Chromium, show you here not it is 7, I think it is 6. 6 plus is converted into 4 plus. You see here this chromium 6 plus converted into 4 plus. Chromium stable in. Chromium shows the oxidation, variable oxidation states are +2, +3, +4, +5, +6. Therefore, this chromium stable in +6 as well as +4 oxidation state. That's why, due to this variable oxidation state, all D block elements are showing the catalytical property, especially the 3D series. 3D series means cadmium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. These 3D series are especially that act as a good oxidizing agent, because all 3D series shows variable oxidation, but none other elements, means 4D, 5D elements, they are not at all. They are also showing the oxidizing agent. There is a catalytical property, but 3D series act as a good oxidizing as well as catalytical property. Why they act as a catalytical property? I think, I hope everyone can notice. Okay, one more example in your CBSE book only it is there. What is that? 2Ki in presence of K2 S2O7, it converted into I2 plus I2 plus 2SO4 2 minus. In this reaction takes place in presence of Fe. What happens? 2I minus in presence of Fe2 plus converted into I2 plus Fe3 plus. In simply, this is 2I minus is there here. 2I minus is converted into I2. 2I minus converted into I2. 2I minus converted into I2. This in presence of catalyst Fe2 plus. Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus. You see here, this Fe is exist in +2 +3 part. Therefore, because of due to ಇದು Fe2 ಇದು Fe3 last, I think this is a redox reaction. In this reduction, one is losing the electron, one is gaining. ಇದು ಲೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇದು ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಇದು ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದಂತೆ reaction complete ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. If it is not gaining electron or it does not losing the electron, this reaction not at all taking place. Due to this interconversion electron transfer only, this reaction is taking place. If it is not giving or losing electron, this reaction not at all going. ಇದು ಎರಡು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತೇನ್ರಿ? ಇಲ್ಲ. Therefore, it losing Fe2 is converted into Fe3 plus. Fe3 also stable. Therefore, it acts as a catalytical property. Therefore, this Fe is a D block element. Therefore, all D block elements are showing catalytical property because of due to their variable oxidation state. Next, there are so many examples are there here, dear students. You have to understand, and there are so many examples. Whenever you see any reactions, if they are using D block element, that is act as a catalytical property. Next concept, I will go for the large surface area. These D block elements are act as a, or they are showing catalytical property because of due to a large surface area. What is this large surface area? I will tell you with an example. You see here, this is what platinum area, platinum surface. Here what happens? SO2 molecule and oxygen present in the nature. they are combining and to form or it evolved this reaction. This is what observed, and thereby this here, this is what catalytical surface. One platinum surface, SO2 gas is present in the nature as well as oxygen present in the nature. First, SO2 gas is accumulated on the surface and oxygen also accumulated on the surface. Here what happens, this SO2 in this surface, what happens, this SO2 combines with O2, it forms SO3. SO2 plus O2 gives us to SO3. After balancing this is what a balancing reaction. Is simply, I'll tell you, this is platinum surface area. This platinum surface, whenever sulfur dioxide comes in the nature, oxygen also present in the nature, sulfur dioxide and oxygen combine. ಇವೆರಡು ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಬೇಕು. ಆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಯಾವುದಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಟಿನಂ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್. ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಟಿನಂ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಲ್ಫರ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಎರಡೂ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಲ್ಫರ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್. ಇದು ಸಲ್ಫರ್ ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದೊಂದು ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಹೆಂಗ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ತದೆ ಹಂಗ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. these are the factors affecting on the catalyst or rate of the reactions. I will tell that is different factor. You see here, whenever organic reaction or whatever reaction takes place, the constant should be provide large surface area. If you are providing large surface area, then you will be reaction takes place. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೊಂದು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ನಡೆದಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೊಂದು ದಾರಿ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ನೆಲ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಬೇಕು, ಆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಬೇಕು. ಆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಯಾವ್ದಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಡಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್. ಆಲ್ ಡಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್. Therefore, they are accumulating the molecules, and then after that they are taking the reaction, takes place the reactions. Therefore, these are having large surface area. The first they are accumulating on the molecules on the surface. Thereby, in the surface only the reaction takes place and forms a new product. That is SO3. There are so many examples are there. Okay. And otherwise, take one more example. This is one nickel surface. A nickel surface. Here what happens, first oil will comes, and next we are providing some hydrogen in this platinum surface, this nickel surface, and oil and hydrogen in the nickel surface, it combines and it forms fat. And therefore, due to this large surface only, these D block elements are act as a catalytical property, are showing the catalytical property. Okay, I hope everyone can understand this. There are 2 marks questions they are asking compulsory. This one and this one you have to explain this variable oxidation number, and they are providing large surface area. Explain with one example. I think okay. Thank you for watching my video. Next I will go for the D block elements continuation part. Thank you for watching my videos.